is there actually a legal form of discrimination in America? And if so, shouldn't we get rid of this? Watch this.
Was that you have to understand that for Black Americans, the federal government came to the rescue in the face of local laws. This is why, and this sounds sort of unfamiliar to modern ears, but this idea of states' rights, that we are all different states with different legal structures that have their own sovereignty, and that, the 10th Amendment says that anything not explicitly enumerated for the federal government should be left to the states. That's federalism, states' rights. That was a dirty word because the states were imposing Jim Crow laws, segregation, and structural, formal, legal racism. And it was actually the federal government that came to the rescue of that. I am for that. I am glad that that happened fundamentally. I'm glad that these local versions of government tyranny were broken. But the other pieces of the puzzle have outlived their usefulness, namely the construction of legal privileges for not just Black people, but for women and for an increasing list of protected classes. This has created our modern problems in a very real sense, legally, as a matter of the institutions of America. When we talk about what kind of change do we need to bring about if we can have a new, healthy, prosperous society going forward, I think this is an area where we need to take a fresh look. Specifically, I think it is time to abolish all of this.
Yes, John Papola is right here. We have, in essence, in this country, a legal form of discrimination, okay, in particular against young white males, okay, and it goes back to the civil rights era. If you create laws, okay, that give special privileges to, say, Black people, minorities, to women, to transgender people, whatever, these special interest groups, the natural effect of that is you're not going to have the same opportunities then afforded for people that don't fit into those special interest groups, say young white men. So now you have the rise of people like Nickfuentes, who is openly advocating for America to be a majority white country once again. But why is that? It's not because he's an evil person, okay? Although he may say evil things at times. It's because it is a natural response to the discrimination that people like him have experienced and the people that he represents experience, which is young white men. So in my opinion, the country cannot survive, the West cannot survive unless we abolish these laws that are on the book that discriminate against people based on race and color and all these things. Exactly what the civil rights movement was supposed to push back against, but it actually just repackaged it and reintroduced it to society in a new way. For more content to help you with your Christian walk, be sure to follow, like, and subscribe.